So, hello and welcome to today's session, day five of our gratitude challenge. And day five is actually titled Magical Money, right? Magical Money. And the headline for today is actually Gratitude is riches, while complaint is poverty. Gratitude is increase, while complaint is poverty. And all through our challenge, I've also made you to understand that gratitude is the law of increase and complaint is the law of decrease. I think we have mentioned that a couple of times. So what happens in our society most times with many people all over the world is that many people always just complain about money. I'm not saying as if I'm not inclusive. All of us just complain about money. We have some money in our hand. The first thing is to say, oh, this money is not enough. Oh, the money is small. This money cannot solve all my problems. Like, we just complain really about money, right? The more we complain about money, the more the money diminishes, because money too is energy, right? If you appreciate the energy appreciates. Or if you don't appreciate, the energy does not appreciate, right? The things that we put more effort on, more value on, more positivity on, they multiply. And the things that we put more negativity on, less gratitude on, less value, less focus, they diminish. And that's how life is. So if we have some money, worrying, being anxious, being jealous, being disappointed, or being frustrated about money doesn't change a thing. It instead compounds the situation. Worrying about money just bring you more worry. Example, money comes in and you start saying, oh, this cannot handle my bills, this cannot. You find out that you just worry about it, and then that money will not be able to solve the problem. And then you find yourself going to look for other places to get money to solve that problem. And then you see that the worry compounds, because the next time you have the money, you have to worry about paying that debt, solving this problem, and then you start just compounding it, and you start maybe piling debt upon debt upon debt on yourself, until the point where you realize, like, maybe you're stuck, right? So worry does not change anything. The more you worry, it's like a seed that you've put in the ground, the more worry will develop. Now, an example for today that's going to teach us on how to do with money is that, since majority of us always see money as small, or we always look at it as small, just always say to yourself that what I think about, I bring about. What I focus on, I create. If I focus on how small the money is, the money will become even smaller. And if I concentrate on how grateful I am to receive this money, the money will come back, it will multiply. And the typical example of this is in the Bible, where Jesus had uh, some little food from a child, when he had 5,000 people in front of him to feed. And when he got that, if he had worried, the food would not have multiplied. But what did he do? He took the food, he blessed it, and gave thanks. So the lesson for today is, when you have a little, bless it and give thanks. Bless it and give thanks. And that give thanks simply means be grateful for it. It is small, yes, I am grateful for it. It is small, yes, I'm grateful for it. What will be the effect? Once you are grateful for it, what does it do? It multiplies, it feeds the 5,000, and it is left over. Therefore, there is an abundance. That is the law of abundance. You bless it, you give thanks, means that you're grateful for it. It is going to do what? Multiply, feed, do even what you want it to do, and there will be left over. And that's what you call an abundance. An abundance is not just to have, an abundance is to have until it flows over, it rolls over, right? So there must be a spillover for you to say I'm abundant. So the law of abundance is simply, when you have a little, don't say it's a little. Don't worry, don't be anxious about anything, but give thanks about it, and then it will multiply. So today, whenever you have money, small money come to you, maybe from your salary, maybe from a friend, maybe from a gift, or maybe you even went to the market and something was supposed to be 2,000 francs, and or 2,000, whatever your currency, and you had a discount of maybe 500, or even just 100 on that thing you were supposed to buy. You just be grateful, say thank you God, I've made some money out of the year. Just be grateful, because that's some money that has come into your hands. But majority of the time, we delete this, we generalize, we just don't care, that we don't even remember, not care, we don't even remember that this is a blessing, this is a bonus. So if you begin to focus on your blessings, you find out that little things happen every day, little blessings happen every day. So today, we have two things that we are going to do in this challenge today. The first thing is to sit down for a few minutes and think about all the things that happened in your childhood that centered around money. Did you go to school? Did you have school fees when you were going to school? Did you have a school bag that was bought with money? Did you have books that were bought with money? When you were sick as a child, did you go to the hospital? Were you taken care of? Were your parents there for you? Did you have clothes? Did you have a TV? Did you have electricity and water? Did you have things that money bought? You find out that this is money that has been coming to you, and that's hard-earned money from your parents or whoever the money was coming from, and it was for you even before you started making your own money. So if you look at money and think that it is small, or you're worried about it, it has always been working for you. So one that you should take your time today, sit back and think of your childhood before you started earning money. See the things that you consistently got: vacations, toys for Christmas, hospital bills were paid, you went to the dentist, you lived in a house, you had school fees, you had books, you had everything that was done with money. And you sit back and be grateful for all these things that money had done for you before now. Now, how are you going to do this? You just take a banknote, whatever the banknote, maybe a 500, maybe 1,000, whatever the banknote, and you make a sticker today. You write something on the paper, you stick it on that banknote, and that thing that you're going to write there is going to read, "Thank you for all the money I have been given throughout my life. Thank you, God, for all the money I have been given throughout my life." So you thank God for what happened in the money that He gave you in the past, and the future will multiply. Right? So thank you, God, for all the money I have been given throughout my life. Thank you, God, for all the money I've been given throughout my life. You're trying to see that for those areas where I ignored, for those areas where I generalized, for those areas where I deleted, that you had given me money before. I am grateful for this money. And now, from today onwards, the second thing you do is, whenever you receive any money coming from salary, maybe coming from a friend, maybe a small gift of 100 francs, 1,000 francs, whatever it is, make it a habit that whenever you receive that money, be truly grateful for it. Because if at some point you need 1,000 francs, you need, okay, 1,000,000 francs, for example, to solve your problems, and somebody gives you 1,000, just know that that 1,000 is the blessing for the 1,000,000 that is on the way. If you are grateful for that one, more will come. Because if you take 1,000 francs from 1,000,000, it is no longer 1,000,000. So that 1,000 is the seed for your 1,000,000. So be grateful for it. Bless it and give thanks that, oh, I've received this, therefore the other one is also there, it will come. Right? So the two things: sit back, think about your childhood, think of all the times that you've had money, and write it on that banknote and stick it there and say, "Thank you for all the money I've been given throughout my life." Because money is energy. Once you start appreciating all what money had done for you before, money also appreciates you for appreciating it. Yes, that's energy. I'm going to explain most of that in our videos on YouTube. So most times, be sure to come to our channel, like, subscribe to the video, so that every time we post, you'll be notified. We explain to you how energy works. So the more you are grateful for all the money I've received before, the more the money will multiply. Right? And from now hence, while you're being grateful for all those things that money has done before, from now hence, whenever any little thing comes into your hand, no matter the amount, even if it's 100 francs. But the other day I was sitting in my house, and my son bought 100 francs that he took to school. He brought it back and came and gave me, "Mama, I want to dash you this money." I was like, "No, I don't need it." But later I took it from him and I said, "Thank you. This is the beginning of my millions that are on the way." So be grateful for little sums, however they are. Grateful, and believe that the more you're grateful for that, the more is going to multiply. So thank you for watching our video today. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel. Be sure also to hit the bell icon so that whenever we post, you will be notified. As usual, I'm going to post the task in the group and upload this video as well for you to listen to the task of the day and take action. It's important to take action. Getting knowledge is important, but practicing is the key. If you don't practice, you don't get the results. So practice, practice, practice.